one, when a quadratic equation x squared minus 3x plus 2a times cosine of theta equals 0 has two roots, sine of theta and cotan of theta, we're going to find the value of 1 plus cosine of theta minus cosine squared of theta, all divided by a sine of theta. All right, we're going to use, since we have a quadratic equation, we're going to look at the relationship between the roots and the coefficients, namely our product and sum of the roots. So if we let sine of theta equal your alpha and cotan of theta equal your beta, then the sum of the roots is going to be, let's look, our a is going to be 1 if we look at our quadratic here. Our b is negative 3, and our c is going to be 2a cosine of theta. So let's do our sum. So that's going to be sine of theta plus cotan of theta. That's going to equal negative b over a. So that's just going to be 3. All right. Now the product of the roots is sine of theta times cotan of theta. That's just going to equal c over a, which is just going to be 2a cosine of theta. All right. Now let's look at equation 1. Let's write this as sine of theta plus, and split this up. This is use your ratios. Cosine of theta divided by sine of theta, and get your common denominator, which is going to be sine of theta. So I have to multiply this by sine of theta. So this is going to give you sine squared of theta plus cosine of theta divided by your common denominator, sine of theta, equals 3. That means if you cross this up, you get sine squared of theta plus cosine of theta equals 3 sine of theta. All right, now let's look at our product here. I'll call this equation 2. Let's look at that one. If we have, let's split this up. We're going to write this as sine of theta times cosine of theta divided by sine of theta equals 2a cosine of theta. And what happens is the sines cancel out, and also you're going to get, let's see, cosine of theta equals 2a cosine of theta, and you can divide both sides by cosine and get 1. So your a is going to equal 1 divided by 2. All right, so we have this part here, and we have this part. So let's write out our equation. We have, for this one, 1 plus cosine of theta minus cosine squared of theta. All right. Now what I'm going to do, since the information I have, this is a, my a was 1/2, remember. So this is going to be 1/2 sine of theta. Now what I'm going to do is write this as 1 minus sine squared of theta. So I'm going to write this as 1 plus cosine of theta minus, using your Pythagorean identities, 1 minus sine squared of theta, all divided by 1/2 sine of theta. All right, so this is going to give you 1 minus 1, and we get cosine of theta plus sine squared of theta divided by 1/2 sine of theta. Well, recall on the other side, cosine of theta plus sine squared of theta, this equals 3 sine of theta. So just using substitution, we're going to get 3 sine of theta divided by 1/2 sine of theta. So what happens is, let's let's do this. These cancel out. So you get 3 divided by 1/2. And this is going to equal 3 times 2, which equals 6. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.